What's up guys, Merijn here, and it's the start of a new year. I'm going to show you guys my diet in order to get lean and become the healthiest and most energized version of myself. Woke up at 5 this morning, it's 10 now, so did a little bit of a fast there, so I am going to have some carbs with this first meal. 3 egg whites, 2 whole eggs, some spinach, tomato, and 2 pieces of bread. And then a non-fat Greek yogurt for some extra proteins. I also take my supplements now. This is really nice to bring with while traveling. Omega-3, vitamin D3 and magnesium, all from my protein. So we're gonna go for my second meal right now at Chipotle again. And damn, is this bankrupt? F45, this is sort of like some functional training stuff. I don't know much about it. I think does Mark Wahlberg own this? But maybe people are done with that. I think CrossFit is kind of dying as well. So I got a burrito bowl with chicken. Today I don't have double chicken because I am not sure what I'm going to eat later today. And I don't want to be bloated for this next workout that I'm about to hit soon. Brown rice, veggies, no cheese this time. Got a little bit of sour cream and lettuce. That was great, so I'm going to head back to the hotel now. I'll actually do a quick meditation. This is something that I started doing at the end of last year, like every single day. I used to do this a lot more, but then the past year, I don't know, kind of got a little bit less. But then when I quit the ADD medication, meditation has really been like a pillar in my life that I really noticed, like if I don't do it on a certain day, I don't feel as well. And so this usually happens like later on the day. I feel like kind of like overwhelmed with stuff. I can't really think properly anymore. And then life just gets less fun. And a meditation of 10 minutes can literally solve this. You can put your thoughts back in place. I truly recommend doing that, especially if you've never done it before. It's kind of hard to get into. But it's, you know, it's like a muscle, a mental muscle, just like fitness. You really gotta build up that consistency and, you know, the discipline to do it every day. So I was wondering why so little people smoked in the US. Like you don't see anyone smoke compared to like, you know, Italy or Spain, for example. But like this plaza is actually the smoke-free zone. You're not allowed to smoke there, I think, because I saw that on like a billboard. I'm not sure if it's actually not allowed or if they don't appreciate you to. But you don't also see cigarettes on the floor pretty much anywhere. That's really good actually. Having a snack in between, the gingerbread flavor, it's so good. I don't know if these are still available, but actually all the 6-layer bars are just great. Not the very best in macros, but still 20 grams of protein and just amazing flavors. There he is. Big car, dude.
No, it's Merijn. Merijn. How are you, bro?
What's up, bro?
Good to see you, man. Oh. How's the trip been so far, man?
Oh, so nice. So nice.
When did you get here?
The shoots were insane.
The shoots were insane?
Yeah. The one with the fire in the back. Did you see anything?
What? No, I didn't.
Oh, you have no idea? Okay.
Isn't that cool to have no idea? You're doing a lot more stuff in Dutch now, yeah? Than you used to it? Or
almost
what?
everything, yeah.
Yeah?
Except for my YouTube channel.
What's your like thought process behind like which ones you...
It doesn't feel right, like the people that got me to where I am.
Okay.
My English YouTube channel, the first thing, to kind of let them go. You know what I mean?
So you feel like
YouTube,
other
like
platforms?
85% is English and only 15% is Dutch. On Instagram, it was already 60-40. Yeah.
60 Dutch?
40 Dutch.
40 Dutch, okay.
So it was still a
It's
big
cool you're
switch,
diving into that though, man.
Yes, it was a difficult switch. Actually took me about a year now. First I lost obviously a lot of followers. You know, like my sales were doing like less good. Like it's taking one step back.
Yeah.
And now the 2 steps forward are here. Now things are really doing well in the Netherlands.
So I feel like for the people that don't know you, I feel like you're just like the man in the Netherlands. Marijn's like the fucking man.
I appreciate that, man. So now my goal is to write a new book this year.
Yeah.
And so that will really, most likely with a publisher, to really get,
How many
mostly
books?
to get eyeballs.
How many books have you done already? You've done
2 books.
2 books.
Self-published. This is the owner of Alphalete, if you didn't know yet. This is the guy that made all of this possible. You know,
and friend of one of my best friends, at least for
oh yeah, man,
8
same.
years, 7 years.
Long time coming. Actually checked now. I think it's 7 years.
We launched in 2015, 2017. You became an athlete, and our 9th birthday is this coming February.
Anyway, so good to see you, man. Where are we now?
We're in the private gym here at Alphaland. This is my little spot that we can train with like no music.
Little spot. Look at this.
But it's nice.
Good,
There's
though.
no music,
Yeah.
no copyright. We just like film and train.
Nice, man.
Let's catch up.
So we're hitting a pool workout and it feels very nostalgic, just like the old days, because it's been a while that we trained together. Obviously, life gets very busy for a Christian, you know, running Alphalete with the massive growth, but we also don't see each other very often because we live on other sides of the planet. And when we do, it's usually a lot of work involved, so we have very busy days. So it was really awesome, not just lifting together, that's one thing, but also just hanging out together. And there's just something about lifting with another dude, especially when you really push each other. And that's definitely what we did during this workout. So we really got the most out of it. And even though I like lifting by myself, lifting together with a training partner, this reminded me again, if you have a good, solid training partner, which is very difficult to find, it's always the boost in motivation and you push each other even harder than when you would normally.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Merijn. When you ever get a good spotter and you feel it like out of nowhere, like, I couldn't help but like smile when I was like, thank God he's helping me on these, you know? It's hard to find someone that knows how to do that.
Now this workout was very bodybuilding focused. The only thing that I was able to really excel at were pull-ups, because I've been doing these heavy-weighted pull-ups for a while now, you know, mixing calisthenics with functional training and lifting. And so this was one exercise where I knew I was going to be able to beat Christian, which was a great feeling because I already knew that was not really going to happen later in this workout. So we did 3 sets here to complete failure and beyond a little bit, because you have a spotter helping you up and then a slow negative down at the end of this last set. Now I normally don't start my workouts this way. Christian is really trying to, you know, get those massive lats, as you can see here. He already has the lat syndrome down, so that's great. He really, you know, goes to failure right away to really, you know, start also getting that mind muscle connection with his lats. I usually stay away from failure in the beginning and do it later in the workout. So I was kind of afraid of how the rest of this workout was going to go. And his style of training is obviously a bit different than mine because he focuses more on bodybuilding, and that's something that, you know, I just incorporate at the moment. And so this was going to be an interesting workout because he just, you know, recently did a men's physique competition to go for his pro card. He got top 5 with great placing. He did very well. Physique looked incredible. And so he's really training in a different way. And so I'm pretty excited today, again, to be training in this bodybuilding style and to get a sick pump, which I already got at the beginning of this workout. Then we did this row machine variation. I've never done this one before. It's kind of like a T-bar row variation. Very, very nice. So if your gym has this, definitely give this a try. I've never done this once in my life. Felt absolutely incredible. And me personally, I want to build some more thickness in my back rather than width, because I'm doing, you know, obviously a lot of pull-ups. So I got to make sure I do enough rows as well. Then here Christian showed me a pretty cool way of doing this exercise by slightly leaning your body to the side rather than, you know, just sitting to the front. And the contraction on this one was absolutely incredible. So if you do have this machine, and you've tried it before, definitely try it this way. By not keeping your chest exactly against the bench, but actually twisting towards the side of the arm that you are using while you are doing the movement. I think you can see Christian here doing it even better. And then here again, on the last set, we're doing total failure, beyond failure. So he's helping me with the weight back down, and then he's also providing some resistance on the way up.
Hold, last one. Hold it. Slow, slow, slow. Resist it, resist it, resist it, resist it. Good shit.
And slow negatives back up are definitely something I use in my training, but having a spotter actually push the weight towards you whilst you're going up to also create that tension on the way back, that's a technique that I actually never used before, and it felt freaking great. So you learn something new every day. After this, we hit rear delts, biceps, and that was the workout. You can find this complete raw workout on Christian's video. I'll link it in the description.
Post-workout meal going down. We have a wedding to get ready for.
Shreddy wedding. What is it? Shreddy wedding. Wedding shredded. Shredded wedding. There we go.
Can you eat properly with us?
No. I eat like 65% good. But it's funny you asked that.
So I got salmon, carrots, kimchi, edamame beans, and some rice, of course, a little bit of teriyaki sauce. You've been recently making a switch to, like, you got this idea to focus more on your health, right? Mm-hmm. What's that all about? And like, what did you do last year in terms of not taking care of your health?
Well, I'm gonna say I think my whole 20s, I could say, to be honest, like that was it's, before I even like say what I'm about to say, I just want to say that I am so content with the life decisions I've made and that have gotten me to the point where I am today. Would not be in the fucking position I am at this moment without doing what I did. But my 20s, I definitely pushed hard. in every asset of my life. And you know, a lot of, when you don't grow up with money, you don't grow up with opportunity. Whenever you do start seeing opportunities for the first time, at that 19-year-old, 20-year-old, and you start seeing money come from, you know, your work, my body, take me. I'll do whatever I have to fucking do to capitalize on this moment, right? So that led to me pushing really hard, burning out, probably like, you know, I probably burnt out so many, like, more times I can fucking count, like moments where I'm just like, I literally am burnt. I need like a week to recover. Like those kind of moments I pushed, and in those moments you have to be aware enough now that I can self-reflect. I'm like a little older now. I can really look back and like look at that behavior and stuff, and yeah, I pushed really hard. And
yeah, so you got, like, back at the time, you got lean every single year for summer shredding.
I would do a show every single year, starting from 19 years old all the way till, I did a show all the way up until 2019. Yeah. And then I took 2020 and 2021 off to do Alphaland. Yeah. But then for me, the reason I kept competing every year was because that would kind of, back then, lead to a better engagement, better views, better content for me to talk about on YouTube. I was able to, like, you know, talk about my weight every day, talk about my food. I'm Christian Guzman Fitness, for God's sake, my name.
Well, yeah, and it's the same as for me. It was just every time you get shredded, the likes go up, the views go up, the attention.
And for you, I think you stayed there, you hovered there. Right,
I did,
you were really good at hovering there. For me, I was always one extreme or the other. That's the difference in like your style and my style, I would say. From like, because you
went very.
I'd be like either bulking because I wanted to make summer shredding that much better. I'd go all out on my bulk, and then I would make the cut that much more dramatic, right? Yeah, and that much more impressive.
Yeah, that's even kind of like worse.
That's even worse, bro. I'm like full spectrum. So really, like, I'm gonna say, my next shift that I want to do is going to be kind of like the Merijn mentality. Hashtag Merijn
Sounds
mentality.
Good, man.
To where, like, you know, he's always been a year or 2 years, like, I think I would say the word would be more mature, like more mentally mature, like more self-conscious. You're more self-aware than I've been, right? And you're younger than me, which is awesome. But it takes like sometimes.
We talked about this. You were focusing on other things.
Yeah,
I did not build an Alphaland in all these years.
Yeah, you know? but it's like it doesn't. It's just really interesting and respectable to see, because like I may not have realized that I believe that until I kind of really hit my wall. Yeah. Until I really like fucking like. Yeah, this is not good. I know this isn't gonna last. Like, I can't keep this shit up. This is literally not going. I cannot let this last anymore.
Yeah, and that's good, man.
Pounding to the ground.
And I tried to talk to Christian about it a couple times, but like,
I'm like, I gotta do a little more, you know?
Exactly. And so, what are you doing now to like really become the healthiest version of yourself?
Man, that's a good question. So I got my wedding March 10th, so that's sort of my end date for, obviously health is like a long run kind of investment. For March 10th, I want to lose a little bit more weight because I gained 50 pounds after my show.
Yeah, you already look much healthier now.
My weight
about 2 months ago, I was like,
my body was pushy, it was puffed up for like, it's only been 3.5 months since my show. So like, and I did a 24-week prep. So like, of course, that huge spike, that influx, and then your body starts to stabilize. So really, like, I'm in that stabilization. But now that I feel pretty stable, now it's okay, let me lean this down a little bit more and see. I want to see how I feel. So it's like, but also I'm cutting out a lot of the shitty food too, because like in America here we have endless amounts of butter sprays and chemical everything, and it's like but I want to slowly integrate that level of health like into my thing, because I can't just 180 like everything.
Yeah, you're used to just count macros, and I think that's how I started too. And then in these last I would say 3 years or so, I've been focused more on like whole foods and which kind of foods are actually good for you, rather than just looking at protein, carbs, and fats.
Exactly.
You know? And gut health, looking into that. Yeah.
Cardiovascular health.
And those things matter more, I feel, as you get a little bit older, right? Yeah.
And the cardio too. Like for me, I want to well, really, I want another activity in my life. So basketball is what I want to like get better at, because it's a great form of cardio too. So like I want to do that. I want to do a mixture of cardio, even though I'm not doing it. I've only done cardio when I'm prepping. So it's like I want to incorporate cardio in my life.
True. Yeah.
When I'm not getting ready for a show.
Exactly. That is what health is about.
Yeah. I want to be able to play a game of basketball and not like be dying.
Yeah.
You
Very
know,
good,
like,
man. Very good.
So those are the baby steps that I'm sort of taking. You know?
Nice one. Yeah, man. I'm happy to see you become more self-aware, man.
Thanks, bro.
Growing as a man, always.
Growing as a man.
Hell yeah.
Merijn mentality.
Merijn mentality.
That's a good one, bro. You should trademark that.
For my final meal, I had some oats, some rice cakes with turkey, an apple, and some mango, because I also want to hit my fruit, and I didn't eat any fruit today yet. So even while I'm traveling, I'm still keeping it clean, keeping it healthy, you know, hitting my vegetables, hitting, you know, every single day of a fermented food. In this case, that was kimchi. Back at home, that's often like kefir, raw fermented milk. Right here, I don't have that, so then I'll just find a replacement. Hitting my fruit, hitting my water intake, and of course also the main macronutrients, because those are still important if you want to lose fat and also optimize your performance in the gym. Make sure you're not just losing weight, but you're losing actual fat. You're stripping fat off your body and keeping the muscle, because at the end of the day, that's the goal. And today we got one day closer to that goal once again. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.